Hey! Oh, Chris, I'm sorry, I have to.
And that's a dope.
I'm going ghost. Ay, nobody knows. We in another league. You not even close. Ay, checking the Louis bag. X's and O's.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Unstoppable here, and in today's video, I can't believe I have to make this video. I am literally a tutorial YouTuber, and yet this kind of affects me to an extent, but it's so stupid. So basically, I'm sure you guys know by now all the problems with YouTube. It's basically been going downhill. The copyright system is broken, the monetization system is broken, and now YouTube is making it even more strict. But first, let me start off with something. In case you guys don't understand, let me just go over the monetization system. So, you saw in the intro clip that I beeped out a bunch, and there was a reason for that. If I show any signs of cussing whatsoever, or if anybody in my video, if I happen to be in a lobby where some person just happens to cuss, if I even show a slight sign of cussing, they will completely demonetize the video. Completely demonetized, which means not only do I lose the money from it, which I'm not earning any money anyway, so I don't really care, but like, for people who are bigger, and for people who accidentally get, a clip in there of somebody cussing, it's not fair to them. And the problem is it's a blow to the face whenever they say, you're not going to get any money off of it. But the thing that hurts most YouTubers even more than that is the fact, believe this, listen to this, okay guys, this is just ridiculous. So what happens is it literally will not appear on recommended feeds if you're demonetized, which means if the person sees the notification, they can still get it, like they can still go to your video. But most of the time, I don't know if you guys are like me, I usually just go on YouTube, I go to the recommended section, I'm like, hey, this video looks cool, and I click on it, and I go back to the recommended section, scroll down, and I'm like, hey, this video looks cool, and it just goes on and on. Well, their video, if they even have any demonetization whatsoever, any cussing, any explicit images, anything like that, it will completely make it so it won't appear on that recommended feed, which is a huge problem because it makes it so that YouTubers aren't getting the views that they deserve. Honestly, that they definitely deserve. So that's kind of the issue with that. And as for copyright is even worse. Copyright, the whole copyright system is just broken. And again, I'm going to describe that to you guys. So basically what it is, and I was telling my friend this and he couldn't believe it. So if you guys don't know, the copyright system works in a way where an automatic detection system in YouTube basically goes around and finds out if you've reused information. So for example, I'm going to show the example of, I get some news from a news website, or actually more in my case, maybe I get news from the Rockstar Newswire, or, Call of Duty Twitter account. I get some news from one of those two, and the, algorithm detects, a copyright because I use some data from the web source. That makes sense. So if I want, to get that manual review button, and I want to actually receive monetization, have it appear on the recommended page, the problem is, guess who gets to review it? If you guessed the people who made the copyright, you are correct. So in my case, if I made a Call of Duty video and I pulled content from their Twitter and I got copyrighted, they get to decide whether it's fair use or not. I don't even get an actual person. I just get a CEO who clearly probably wants more money, unless they're being legitimate, being fair. But most of the time, the company or the person who copyrights you is just gonna say, you know what, I want the money from that video, and so they take it away. And that's just not fair. It really isn't. And I feel like most of the YouTubers are kind of down because of that, And it's hard to make a YouTube video without getting a copyright, because you get a copyright for everything. You get a copyright for GTA 5 music. I get a copyright for the background music that I use every single time. And you can get copyright for intro stuff. You can get copyright for in-game stuff. So like Nintendo is awful for copyright. If you play anything Nintendo-wise and you have just a small sliver of music, you will get copyrighted instantly. And it's just not fair. But like, this has been going on for a few years, and it's just, a lot of people have argued that it's just not fair, but like the thing is that it really hasn't changed, and it definitely is not getting better. But guys, this is just leading up to this point. I was going to talk about what's been going on today and what was released today and how it's a problem yet again. So if you think the worst is, if you think that you've heard the worst, oh, believe the worst is yet to come. Alright guys, so give me just a second. I'm going to find the information and I'm going to go ahead and commentate on it. Okay guys, remember when I said YouTube is strict and there's a ton of problems with it? I was fine with it, and then I saw this announcement: strengthening enforcement of our community guidelines. What? Isn't it already strict enough? And they set new rules for the road that we don't allow on YouTube, and not only apply to content including comments, thumbnails, links, posts, live chat. Okay, so what I'm hearing right now, you guys can read this if you want to, but basically what I'm hearing is that they are finding new ways to demonetize people. They are literally finding new ways to demonetize, to copyright, to do everything they can to just get them off of YouTube, I guess. I don't know why. But it's pretty clear that's what they're trying to do. So let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see what's going on with the first rule. Okay guys, so the first one is actually thumbnails, and you know what? I see what they're saying. Thumbnails are kind of a problem. I've seen a ton of people use, girls with their bikinis on and stuff like that just for clickbait. So I kind of see what they're going at there. But the one that kind of scares me is it says all custom thumbnail images must follow community guidelines, and then it says containing graphic violence. Now, what is that defined as? Because that is kind of very gray. Are you telling me that if I use violence like I am in the background in the game, will I just, like, if I have that in my thumbnail, will I just immediately get a community guideline strike? Is that how that works? Am I, like, literally gonna lose my channel just because I have, violence in the thumbnail that's in-game? Is that what I'm reading? Because if that is, this is gonna be a serious problem. And it says loss of your channel's custom thumbnail privileges and 3 strikes in 90 days will end in termination. Alright, I'm just gonna continue on. I don't know if I can keep on that one. Okay guys, so this one is another case of, YouTube trying to do the right thing, but they just didn't implement it correctly. I'm sure you guys remember back like a few months ago, maybe it was a year ago, I honestly don't remember, where like these people were basically pretending to be YouTubers, and they had like their names and their profile pictures, and they would like post like a link to like something, and they would say, oh, press this link to get free V-Bucks or something like that. And obviously the person who was running the YouTube channel may not have even seen it, and if they did see it, they have no control over it. They can obviously delete the comment, but there's not really much they can do about it. And from what I'm seeing here, this might actually be, kind of scary in the future, because it looks like if you have any links whatsoever that might lead to, malware or, anything else, it looks like you're going to get a community guideline strike, which is not really fair, because like I said, the YouTubers might not know about it, they might get hacked, and they might have, people posting links, and people combining all the rest of these community guideline strikes to get rid of them. I mean, guys, think about it. We've had YouTube channels hacked in the past. If the hackers saw like this new changes to the community guidelines, they would literally just abuse it even more. Like, I don't think this is very fair. And there's not really much else I can say about this, but yeah, that's pretty much it about this one. I don't really like this one, but I see what they were at least trying to do, so I'll be fair and say what I see, what they're trying to do. Funny, I was trying to look for something negative to this, but honestly, can everybody give an applause to YouTube? This is actually a good thing, I think, because, you know, with all the, like, Tide Pod challenges that were literally killing people, and with the new, like, Bird Box challenge, you know what? This is a good thing. This is the one thing that YouTube has done probably in, like, 3 years that's actually pretty good. And, they do say that you can still do pranks, but it says to make sure what's funny doesn't cross the line into also being dangerous. So you can still post stuff that are pranks and, you know, like challenges related, as long as they're not like super dangerous. I actually have no problem with this. This is okay. This is not a problem. But the other ones that were listed before, YouTube is going to abuse those. You know, there's a lot of gray area. They don't really use precise words, and they don't really, you know, say this is right and this is wrong in some cases. And I feel like that's just going to cause even more problems in the future. I mean, I think that's pretty much all I can say about the topic. If something else comes up, I'm going to make another video. You better believe it. But that's pretty much it for this video. I know it's been a long video. I know I was ranting on. If you guys actually want to see more of this, I'm going to ask for 3 likes on this video. 3 entire likes. If I get that, then I'll post another kind of commentary video, kind of like this one. It'll probably be on another topic unless YouTube messes up again. But yeah, I also wanted to just say that this is why your favorite YouTubers are acting weird. It's pretty much the changes. They have to adapt or else they won't be on here anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This has been Unstoppable. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.